Let's go. Real 92.3, LA's new home for hip hop, standing up against racism and racial injustice in all of our
Yep.
communities. Let's give this man the proper intro.
El primo desde Nueva York, New York, Harlem. I think it's Harlem, right, primo? If I'm messing it up,
Harlem,
I'm sorry.
Harlem World.
Harlem. El primo Messi Messiah. What up, fool? El
Oh,
artista.
man, I'm good, man. Thank you guys for having me on your show, man. What's up with you guys, brother?
Hey,
What's
all
good, fool?
good, man. We're here, man. We're trying to get it going, dog. You know what I'm saying? We were just talking about getting our music played, or getting your music played, our music played as brown people, you feel me,
Mm-hmm.
on hip hop radio, urban radio stations. It's got to get done. Why do you think it can become such an obstacle to get your music on the radio? Why do you think?
I don't know, bro. To be honest with you, I guess I don't know. Maybe radio has his protocols, his
Yeah,
certain
they have their
things,
rules and
but
shit. Yeah.
it's not the como te digo, as simple as just putting your music in one of these streaming platforms. I'm sure there has to be like procedures and protocols and I wouldn't be able to tell you. It's just to me it's an honor whenever I get to play in radio because I know how it is. No todo el mundo tiene el privilegio to say that they're on radio. So I guess I don't know, but if you guys are saying that it needs to be fake, so we need to like do better, then I guess coming from you guys, I'm gonna take it, man. Tengamos que
No,
hacer.
man. It just needs to happen. They're just I believe that the music is there. I think the powers that be may not necessarily understand or be with it at first. And it's just gonna take some more time for them, to understand what's happening with this
Mhm.
genre. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? And the ground that it's breaking, honestly, man. And I appreciate you saying, that there's protocols and there's other things. A lot of artists think, especially up and coming artists, newer artists, or maybe not signed, they think they can just give you their music and you play it on the radio. Yeah. And that's it. That's not the case, my G.
I know. Trust me, I was one of those. I was one of those. Oh man, but if why we not playing this? Why we not playing that? Why we only playing on the DJ mixes? And DJs just tell me like, bro, this is where I can only really play you on the DJ mix. For you to come in, you have to be on rotation. That has to
Mhm.
come from the PD. That has to come. So as I'm saying, those are the powers that be. Those are the higher ups. Those are the ones that might not be the song that even the DJ wants to play. The DJ might be like, yo, you know what? I want to play this song, but I guess, como te digo, I guess it's just something, a process of elimination. I don't
True.
know, maybe seniority, maybe this artist is on a bigger scale. I don't know if
Yeah.
it promotes us more if we have this artist. So, again, it's just, just seguir trabajando. Y como le digo, ahora hay there's a lot of ways for kids to get their music
Yep.
heard first. So then they could be on radio. So don't get discouraged if you don't go straight to radio. Like, there's a lot of things, a lot of platforms that you could get your music heard. So the DJs and can advocate for you in the radio, and then like the PDs have no choice but to be like, yo, that's what hot in the streets, and we gotta play this. So I get that also coexists and helps
Smart
us.
guy. It's a smart guy right here, legend.
Mhm.
Facts. And you know what? Even on like on this side of the radio, like I've gotten frustrated. I remember like 2017, I was already like pushing that Latin trap wave, which you were, what I'm saying,
Big
respectfully,
time.
you was ahead of the game, in that regard. And you get frustrated because you're just like, it's happening, it's there, but they just
Mhm.
don't understand it. So I could just imagine as an artist, you
Mhm.
go through the same frustration, if not even more, but you
Mhm.
understand that that's part of the journey, that's part of the process.
Out of the process. Exacto. Así es. Yeah, man. And I tell people, like you gotta trust the process, man. Especially like with things that are like out of your hands. Again, like you doing music every day, that's something that you go always. Tú me entiendes? That's on you. But like there's things that you can't really, like who's gonna play your music, who's gonna
Right.
playlist you, and so I will even get mad at things like that. Like, oh, why are we not getting? It's just certain things that when you build and when the time is right, then these things do happen for you. So
Yeah.
it's just a matter of keep working because
Yeah.
you give up, then you're never gonna get it in the first place. So I guess
Yeah.
just being humble, man. Just being humble
Facts.
and waiting for your shot. And como tú dices, trusting the process because there's people that want the grind, that want to shine, but don't want to put in the grind. They just want
Yeah.
to, they want to skip all of these steps. Like
All the
no,
groundwork.
yeah, hay que meter mano primero, hay que ponerse palo de uno para que después, como te dije, they just start noticing or
That's
start
facts.
taking into consideration. It's undeniable. We cannot not play this kid's music. He's the hottest thing in the streets. He's the hottest thing in the clubs. He's the hottest things. I don't know in the park, whatever it is.
Wherever,
Just
yeah.
give him something to talk about and give him something to work with. That's
Yeah.
what I learned too. Like I used to always want people to help me out for my name or for credit that I felt was due to me, but I wasn't putting in no music. I wasn't putting in no number. You see now, like now that I'm conscious enough, or I'm in a better space mentally
Oh,
that I understand these things. Like I just can't go and be like, yo, here, play this record. Like, oh, maybe we're not playing reggaeton, man. This is a Latin trap program. Like, give me some trap, and maybe I'll play it. You know, it's just you just gotta make sense. You gotta
Yeah.
know where you fit in.
Brother,
yeah.
I'm so happy to hear you say that, dog, because believe it or not, you took a lot of people who are aspiring to do music to school right there, dog. Like that's class. You got to wait for your shot, but you got to make that shot happen. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be patient. Got to be patient and don't get bitter early. Don't get that chip on your shoulder early, my G, because that'll be the death of you.
Bro, it happened to me, man. It happened to me, and it took me damn near almost 6 years, bro, to come out of that hole, bro, and for having that mentality because niggas, the law of gravity, bro. Todo lo que sube baja.
Yeah,
It's about maintaining yourself in those
Yes,
low
sir.
times, and how you do that with you know doing the right investments and also the investment, the right connections that you could do with your music and the
Yes,
people
sir.
you hit up in a time where you wasn't such a jerk to this guy, and maybe in a time where you might need it and be like, yo, you know what? Mass always used to pull through, always used to come through my shows, always used to come to my performances, that would show me love. Let me help him out. But now in a moment where you might need that DJ, might need that platform, but when you was hot, you wasn't, you everybody. So that's one thing too. I always tell artists is you don't know who's gonna be the next Osunas of the world, the next Bad Bunnies, the next, you know what I'm saying, who's gonna be the next platform, a podcast that just came out now, but 2 months from now is the hottest thing on YouTube, the hottest thing all over, and you missed out because you went, oh, nah, I ain't going over there. You know, I can't do that. So that's another thing too. People gotta be real protective about.
Yeah, nah, dog. I think about Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, bro. That fool did every interview, every appearance, because he knew the power of people. You know what I'm saying? And relationships.
Duro, man. Yeah, man, for sure. And I'm
You
like
know,
that too. Yo estoy para el trabajo, bro. And I'm glad that I now be on some like up early. Like I can wake up at 7 in the morning. Like I always wake up from 7:30, 8 o'clock the latest. And to some people, 8 o'clock is early, especially people who do morning shows or who's going to work. They up at 5 in the morning, like 8 o'clock. By the time you wake up, that you're mundo. But to me, that I used to wake up at 1,
right.
at 3, this is to me is big. But it helps me when it
It's
comes
growth.
to doing interviews because even if I had to wake up at 6 in the morning, I already have like the mentality of waking up early that it helps me when I have to do interviews because I'm like, yeah, I'm already up. I'm not like
I'm up. Yeah.
I used to be grumpy, cranky in the mornings. Now I'm just ready to take on the world.
Ready to go. I like that. That's growth. That's maturity, my G.
So thanks.
no, and it's dope you say that, Mercy, because like I was about to tell you right before you said it, like you could just tell like mentally you're in a different space, and I would watch interviews, because I also like to study the game and
He studies the
you know,
game. Yeah, man.
and yeah, in a lot of interviews, like it did seem like there was a chip on your shoulder, but
100%.
I'm happy for you, man, that you're there, that you're at peace within yourself, that if you know, and that's all that matters. Like you don't need validation from anybody else because
Bro.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's
Nah,
one of
yeah.
those things where if you
The
see
man
like
let you.
you know what I'm
You
saying?
said
Like
it,
you just need to be
El
good
que
with
sabe,
yourself.
sabe.
Yeah, and that's all that matters,
That's my
but
mentality now. Like I used to want the credit so bad. Oh, I'm one of the pioneers of Lion Tribe because I felt like people were not giving me the credit I felt was
Proper
due.
due. Yeah.
And it was just, bro, it would just make me so. I'm not gonna lie, it would make me salty. It would make me, but to the point that sometimes I would even sound like a hater, if you will, because I would like want to like put my accomplishment, like, hey, but I did this, don't forget about this. It's like,
Right.
dude, what are you doing now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
okay,
Right.
and
Bro.
it happened back then, even what happens now, in the sense that, but it's okay. Now I'm just content with el que sabe sabe, because even I'm like at moments where my music was not clicking, and I was like in a very low place in my career. People will still back me up on that. Like they'll still, whenever they'll do like any encuesta or quien pegó la en trap, like any surveys or whatever the case is, like I will always be like 70% ahead. Like no matter what I was doing, and even people would say that. Like I'll see people saying like, even though he's not in the best position right now, but it was Messia. So like just that helped me like learn to how to take this into like, yo, you know what? Even though there might be kids that don't know what I did, but whoever knows what I did, that's all that matters. Porque el que sabe, sabe.
That's what, hey, bro, how did you get to this place, bro? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a similar situation, dog. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm just kind of, I don't want to get bitter, and I just don't want to be angry anymore. And seek credit. You feel me? How did
Mhm.
you get to this place? Was it therapy? Was it family? Was it an eye-opening moment, near-death experience? What happened?
Well, I would say what really happened for me, like what really was the breaking point. I had a fight in New York, bro. I was just so mad. I was just, I had a fight. It damn near went viral, and it got to Nicky Jam's his eyes, and he called me, and he was like, "Yo, what's going on, man? I seen something on YouTube, man. This is not you. This is not the guy that came in my comeback album, Messia. Like, what's going on, bro? Like, yo te veo y ni te conozco." I just told him what I was going through, man. I was like, yo, bro, me está pasando esto. I'm going, like my economic issue, problema económico, my just frustration from where I was at to where I'm at now. Like anybody tell me something, I'm just like a ticking time bomb. Like you tell me the lightest thing and I'm gonna go off for you. And it might not even what you said. It's just everything that I'm going on. You was just the punching bag. Like you just called me at that one time where I ticked off. So he was like, yo, man, just come
Yep.
to Miami, bro. Just come to Miami. Just be around positive vibes. Just be around my team that's gonna, you got the studio here. Tú no vas a necesitar nada y tú vas a estar con una familia that want to see you win. So I would say that I had a breaking point where it was that. Like I was already so frustrated, but like I never had a fight that went viral, like me actually throwing blows with somebody
Yeah,
just because
yeah,
of something they said. So I guess that was like the tipping point for me to
yeah.
be like, oh, bro, I really got to get on my thing. And also being in a positive environment and being around people that really wanted to see me win and that really had like no like like no ill will or not like yo if we wins you got to do this for like it was really
Right,
like
right.
some family shit. So I would say my advice to you, bro, or just anybody, man, like just really my nigga, like get on it, bro. Like there's so many times
I'm
that
ready
we
to fight, dog. That's the problem. I'm ready
and
to
I'm
fight,
from New
dog.
York, bro. I was ready to fight with everybody. I was ready to fight with my
Yeah, I was just
friends,
saying, it don't
bro.
help that you from New
But
York either, Messi.
that didn't do nothing for me, Brody. That all I did was just close more doors on me. La gente
Yeah,
pensando que yo, tú me entiendes, que yo era más problemático. People not wanting to be close to me. So I just feel like, just change whatever it is, bro. You got to see the pattern because I used to see the pattern. It's
yeah,
just that
yeah,
I
yeah.
felt
I'm
like
seeing it now. Yeah,
nothing was going on for me. So I felt like, yo, it is what it is. I will wake up every day. I would want to go hang out in the blocks. People be like, yo, man, like, what are you doing? You don't want to be in the studio. I mean, I didn't really have no studio to go to, or I was just
right.
waiting whenever I had a studio session, but it was not like, I didn't really have a routine. I had to make a routine for myself that was a
Yes, sir.
positive one because my routine, I already knew what my routine was. I would wake up 3, 4 de la tarde. I would go meet up with my boy. We would ride around all day, smoke weed all day. And just in that, we're not in the best situation. So, somebody
Yeah,
might look at you wrong and my man is gangster. So my man is gonna be like, yo, what you looking at? Now I want to be gangster too, because I don't want to look soft and I'm with him every day. So I'm like, what you looking at too? So it's
yes,
just that
sir.
whatever energy you're around, it just feeds off of what you're doing. So I just feel like, like, and hey, to be honest with you, my friends, I'm not saying nothing, they're the great guys, but we're just different lifestyles,
Different people.
like
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah,
like now they understand and they respect, like we speak
yeah.
all the time, but they know, they come to Miami. I might go out with them to eat to a restaurant or something, but I'm not gonna go out with you and break night till 5 in the morning and drink bottles because that's not what I do, Not
Yeah,
saying that
yeah.
as I change my ways, I'm gonna change with you. I'm not gonna change with you. If anything, I'm gonna preach this. I'm a
I'm gonna
preach.
help elevate you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna help elevate you. But if you what you want to choose to do is still go out every night and come home 5 in the morning and be lit, that's cool, that's you. But I'm just in another walk of life right now, and your real friends will understand that because
you
my
leveling up. Yeah, man.
and I
Yeah,
got
absolutely.
some friends, bro. They so with it that they'll hit me up and be like, yo, bro, we haven't even hit you up because we don't want to sidetrack you. We seen that you're doing so good that we know we might hit you up like, yo, bro, we in Miami, where you at? Yo, this, that. Man, at the time is gonna be right when we're gonna be good, when we might be at your stage and we're gonna be like, yo, bro, you always used to say it. But right now, te veamos también, que te queramos dejar así tranquilito.
Nah, listen, you're not gonna get 100 million driving around all day smoking weed on your phone. You feel me? Like that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen that way, bro. But listen, I'm not trying to point any fingers, but it's also the way you're brought up too, and the triggers that you have from your childhood and your adolescence and your early adulthood. All that carries on, and it gets thicker, I believe, the older you get. When you're younger, you don't really notice it. When you get older, that's just all that shit starts coming back, bro. And you just ready for the streets, dog. It's crazy.
Facts, man. There's a whole bunch, we Latinos, we deal with a lot of like generational curses, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a lot of my thing, a lot of my frustration that my dad probably had, the situation, him collecting the SSI check and him probably, and I always tell people all the time, like I believe a lot in the law of attraction, and I know what was going on with me, because in a moment where I wasn't manifesting no positiveness, and it's like whenever we hear our parents like, oh, no, be like that's what always happened, because that's always thinking about bills and
All we
bills
think
and
about
bills.
bills,
Always thinking
bills.
about bills, and you have people. Obviously, bills is something important that you have to
Of
keep
course.
in mind, but they had como que to take over, because I'll usually go to other people's house. All the bills, but you know what? It's family time. Let's watch a movie. Let's watch this. Like they'll put that aside and try to bring in some positivity,
That's the way to do it.
to the thing. But like certain households, it's just there is no positivity, because everything is just negativity and pensando en el problema, oh, que estamos jodidos, oh, that we don't got it. And us thinking so much about we don't got it, we're never gonna have it, because we're always gonna keep not having
The
it.
biggest facts.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
Facts,
sir. Yes, sir, dog.
man.
I appreciate that. That's
Bro, man, I appreciate you guys, man. This interview could go on for 3 hours, man.
No,
Dog.
we still got to talk music, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was just, we just need to get that off that chest, man. And it's good to have these conversations.
absolutely yes, because we know you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching, dog.
100%.
No, for real.
And whether we like it or not, people look at us sometimes with a certain like for advice without us even knowing, because we don't even feel like we, you know what I'm saying? Like
We there yet, or yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, it'd be weird, but people, look at us and they just, this could have been that conversation that they needed, and say, I'm going through the same shit. I just got to keep pushing.
Gotta keep pushing,
Man.
dog.
And I tell people, man, look at me as an example. Like use me as like a testimony, bro. Like look at my testimony. Like look what Messia went through, bro. Because there was times, bro, that me being the artist that I am, an established artist or a known artist, that somebody like who's working a minimum wage job will probably have more. I remember having to maintain with $100 throughout the week. So just with that within itself, there's people who might not be a public figure, is what I'm trying to say, and was doing at least in that aspect, way better than me. And to go from there to changing my mindset, to having like a positive routine and being here and have this big record, like you said, with Nicky Jam and Ozuna. See, yo lo pude hacer because there was a whole bunch of times that I was going to throw in the towel and be like, you know what? I'm going to just see if I just start writing music and this.
We'll see what happens, right? Yeah.
What happens, yeah, but just never giving up and always having that, knowing that there was going to be a light at the end of the tunnel that really, it came through for me. So I just tell everybody, I don't know what you guys are going through, man, because I'm not going to say mine was the worst, because every battle is unique within its own self, bro. Every struggle is different than any other one. But I can at least say, man, there's some light at the end of the tunnel, man. The only thing that you can come back with is a terminal illness, o estar en una cama, como tú dijiste, de una funeraria. Pero, manito, si tú estás, como dice mi papá, diciendo que estemos vivos y tengamos salud, manito, todo lo demás es secondary, man. Let's go
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what's crazy, bro? And I don't know if this exists. I'm sure it does, dog. But like, something like this with a lot of Latinos and accomplished like Latinos like yourself, speaking to other Latinos in this fashion, just in your face, the truth and our truth needs to be done like that. Man, we got to communicate with each other more, dog, to win. You feel me? And to lock in together too. You feel me? Sometimes I feel like Brown is doing that when it shouldn't be that way. You know what I'm saying? But if there was something like this, like a master class on this shit, bro, like on just childhood trauma and chips on your shoulders and making it happen for yourself and shooting your shot, make sure you get your shot, working hard, man.
We can do a panel for these kids, man. I'm down, bro.
That shit is fire, bro. I'm down, bro.
For sure. That's definitely dope, because créeme, manito, que I know that this is a lot of issues, bro, that are close to home, and I know I went through them, and I know how many other people going through it right now, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm glad that my story también puede servir de motivación because, yo, bro, you know how many kids hit me up and tell me, yo, bro, I'm going through something similar, my girl, my job, this, my passion, my dream. And for them to tell me that my story is like motivation for them. And it was just like that, yo, Messi, I did it. I got to get on my A game. You know, that means a lot to me. So if I could keep
Yes,
doing
sir.
that for whoever it is, man, me encantaría, bro, because somebody did it for me
Yeah,
and it
dog.
changed my life.
Same,
And I
yeah.
said that my man Nicky, he has done like this, how can I say it? Just like a blueprint. It's called like he laid out a blueprint for me to follow and just things that I want to accomplish, not just as an artist, but you know, like just as a human, just hit somebody up like, hey man, I don't know what you're going through, bro, but sending me and telling me that whatever you need, bro, I'm here for you. Studio time, whatever it is, you know, and just something so simple can make a world of a difference in an artist's
Yeah.
life. That artist might be struggling to go to the studio. Maybe every money that he's making is going into recording music. So maybe just with something so simple, you got a studio that you ain't using from 12 to 6, so you can have them there for free. And just that just made a world of a difference. So just things like that, man.
Bro,
Agradecen mucho.
yeah. Yo, and Nicky Jam been through it too. You know what I mean? Let's not forget he been through it, dog. So he's got, he's been on that. He's got firsthand account. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
Like
mhm,
he
mhm.
lived through it. Hey, let you make sure you get Messi's number, dog, so we can get something going. You know?
Yeah, that's
For sure.
facts.
Both of you guys.
Facts.
Hell yeah, man.
Let's
I'm a
get it, dog.
hero. My
Hey,
Yes,
God,
Messi,
sir.
man.
for what else is dropping this year? You know, what you got cooking up?
Bodie, I got a lot of. I'm trying to definitely keep because, como tú dices, ya me conocen como lo que es el line trap. But I'm also in my sets. I also have a set that I call it El Set para las Mujeres, where I sing these reggaetoncitos, tu loquito, tu protagonista, in a moment where I felt like again I was not getting the credit I was due within trap genre. I kind of focused so hard on trap that I stopped doing these songs and my competition will also do trap and will also do these reggaetons. So como que yo me quede atrás por eso. So
Yeah.
I just want to follow the same line that we've been doing with Millonario. Come up with a few more reggaetoncitos, par de perreíto más, and then hit them with a trap project and with an album because we're ready for an album right now. I've been recording a lot of great music,
Dope.
but since I had a long time without connecting with my fans, without clicking, I just want to keep the momentum, keep dropping music because I used to drop music every 4 to 6 weeks. So we want to keep como esa misma temática de tirar música cada mes y medio, hopefully with all in video. And so then when I drop an album, it can make more sense because I never dropped the album, guys. People be like, yo, man, you never done.
Crazy.
I've done one EP and I've done like 3 or 4 mixtapes, but those have been my bodies of work. So I got on with a mixtape, but actual album como tal, I've never done one. So when I do one, I want to be ready because I feel like if I would have dropped that, thanks God, I didn't drop an album in the moment like right before the pandemic or in the midst of the pandemic because I feel like no hubiese sido apreciado the way I would have wanted. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I know artists, we give it all when it comes to albums. So when I do that body of work, I want it to be like received how I want it to. So I just want to keep clicking with my fans, keep dropping music. I've got a documentary that's coming out that's gonna be real dope. The documentary is gonna come out with a soundtrack. This record I have with Arcángel called Sigo de Pie is a trap, is fire. And so yeah, man, just want to keep dropping songs and keep keeping the momentum out.
What's the documentary about?
Just my life, just pretty much just everything I've been through. You know, my I was born in the Dominican Republic. I grew up in New York. What I did with Land Trap out of the city of New York, where I'm at in my life now. So it's just pretty much like a biography about me.
Man, big time. That's dope, dog.
Yeah,
Congratulations, man.
Dope.
We outside, bro. Estamos afuera, bro. It's time, dog.
Summer's here. It's getting hot.
Let's go.
Hey, yo, Messi, like Dominicans, man. I've hung out with a few Dominicans, and it always I also watch Capricornio TV.
Oh man,
it always sounds like Dominicans is talking in punchlines, like they speak in punchlines, like everything's a punchline. So it's like, yo, that's fucking dope. They call them los códigos, right?
Yo, that's crazy, bro. I was just gonna say that. Esos son los códigos, la cotorra.
Yeah,
we always want to talk in codes.
Yeah, right. I be studying, man, because it's like, Yeah, I just love learning different cultures and stuff like that. So yeah, Capricornio TV, it's something I watch, on the regular. But yeah, man, it's like Dominican speaking punchlines, bro. It's so dope. It's fucking crazy.
They say that I went to Colombia one time and they heard me speak and they're like, yo, tú suena como que tú estás cantando. Like you speak.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Like you're rapping or you're singing as you speak. So I see
the rhythm is there, my guy. The timing is there, my guy.
El flow.
The flow is there, my guy. Leche won't tell you. I don't know if you know, but he's an aspiring artist. He's got a project on the way. He's working on it. He's dropping weight and dropping a project. That's what my man is doing. He's already lost 100 pounds. Any advice for my guy there, Leche?
Bro, if you tú vas mejor que yo, because I've lost 40 and I'm feeling great. Yeah, man. Just keep going, bro. Voy a ti. Yo sé que tú vas a seguir, como le digo a la gente, man, que for once, man, yo voy a mí. I feel like for once I've been in such a great space. I've been like this for the past 3 months that if I were to go back to like the old mess, I already not only disappoint my fans, disappoint a lot of people, but I'll disappoint myself. Yep. Because I never in my life, I never been in like, sometimes I'll go to the gym, I'll last a week in the gym and then I'll go right back to that habit. But to be like in such a good space for 3 months, bro, and I wish you the best in your music, en lo que yo pueda ayudar, en lo que yo pueda aportar mi grano de arena, manito, aquí estoy para lo que sea, and I wish you the best, brother. Sigue así que va bien, manito, bendiciones.
That's love, bro.
Thank you so much, Primo. No, yeah, I mean, listen, it's one of those things like, yeah, you just gotta, you didn't even know like what was wrong or that was an issue until you actually changed those habits, and then you're like, yo, what? Like now, okay, I feel bad if I don't work out, bro. I was just in Mexico this past weekend,
bro,
and bro, for those 3 days, I just felt like I was just like,
I feel guilty.
I felt guilty.
Like, I'm the same way. And come Monday, like I was in my mom was here with me for a whole week. I had a couple months I didn't see my mom, and moms, my mama, I'll be full. She'll be like, "Papi, ¿quieres más comida?" I'm like, You just gave me a whole mountain of rice. Like, chill, I can't eat no more.
Too many carbs.
Mexicans too, dog. I'll be like, no, ya comí, pero no comiste esto. I'm like, shit.
It's a Latino thing because I hear every Latino culture referencing how abuelita and how mom always wants to just like overfeed them. That's my mom.
That's love. That's just their love.
And I was this time I wasn't even mad. Like, so aumenté más como 5 o 6 libritas, so it wasn't like a big difference, like, but I got to call it, and I'm glad that like I have this discipline now that like come Monday, even if maybe on a Friday, maybe on a Saturday, because I could go on weeks, months without having like drinking liquor. I can't say I don't drink because I know friends who wouldn't even have a sip of beer, a sip of like wine. Right. But I'll have a drink here. We celebrate and have a couple shots.
Why not?
But I could from that day on, I could go on like another, let's say a month, 2 months without drinking. And come Monday, back to the gym, go scoring super hard. So I'm glad como que cuando me tengo que poner para lo mío, me pongo. Ya tengo ese chip. Like that swears that, okay, we've been slacking. Let's go right back on. So
hey, Messy Week, man.
I would have just slacked forever. I would have kept on with the slack.
I know from now on, man, I'm going to really enjoy watching you win, dog, because I know what you're putting into it, bro. And I know what you're up against, Thank you,
yeah, yo, I want Messi to pull up and do a freestyle on the cruise show whenever you're in LA, fool.
No, for sure. I would love to. I got to go to LA soon, man. It's calling, man. Bro, some of the best songs I did, like right before the quarantine and like, that I would say that we're gonna pick to be in my project. I've done them out in LA, man. LA has an amazing vibe to do music.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, I gotta go to LA, man. Pronto.
Hey,
you
gotta fly out here. They're gonna start weighing passengers. So I guess we all gotta lose a little more weight, dog. You feel me? Porque they're gonna start weighing passengers at the airlines. You feel me?
Oh wow.
Yeah, dog. So we better get our bodies Southwest ready. Yeah, dog.
Okay, it's like when you know how you go to the fight, you gotta be fight ready. We gotta be flight ready now. Like,
gotta be flight ready, dog. Let's go.
If you don't weigh 175 and 2, and you can't come in.
You better be welterweight to get on this plane.
Peso pluma, my boy.
Peso pluma, manito.
That's right. Hey, dog, we appreciate the time. Congratulations on the single, dog. You doing it, dog.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you guys, man. Yo, Jay, yo, Leche, my brothers. Oh,
let's get it. Peace. Thank you, brother.